a community club nestled in the Eden Lodge area in St. Michael, Barbados. In this edition of the BCA Club School of the Month, we visit the Ipswich Cricket Club. There's so much to learn. We are excited. This is we. It's indeed a pleasure to be here with Errol Holder in the Eden Lodge community. How are you doing, Errol?
I'm good. Very good.
This venue, which has hosted a lot of wonderful matches over the year, is home to the Midas Magic Ipswich Club. I want to find out from you, being a community man, give me an idea of your journey from then coming through to present.
Well, my journey, we started in 1976 on a pasture. It wasn't too much because at that time, the minister then, Philip Graves, he organized and get the pasture pushed off for us. We were playing softball, cricket all around the road and all about. But after then, we just decided that we want to play some hardball cricket. We had our first meeting at a shop down in the area because we had no pavilion at a shop. And seeing that I was playing cricket from the time I was about 8, 9 with the schools and things. Right, I played for Montgomery, then I played BCL cricket with Neville Seeley, Gas Clark, those fellas, they was really young to them, yeah. And we just decided, well, look, I think you were the best buddy to make captain of the team. 1976, and I remember our first game, we played against QEH at Psyche. Very first game in 1976, and things was really great with the fellas, the group. Some of the names, Peter Payne, he came with us early, was Wellington Catlin, Andrew Boyne, David Griffith, Alfred Hoyt, Rodney Hines, the little crowd of youngsters. And we started from there, and we went through some rough times because, you know, coming into second division cricket, it wasn't easy. And we hold our own throughout the years. And eventually, BCA cricket only had a first division team, so you had to play knockout against those teams. And we played teams like Spartan, Empire, and we gave them trouble enough. We had crowds enough around. We had Empire here in a lot of trouble. I remember 67 for 7, and Alfred and the guy from St. James, right, that played cricket, he came in and he started to hit the ball all over. You think after you get a chance, an early chance. But, you know, in those days it was really tough, right? We were promoted then to intermediate cricket in 1987. We were promoted to intermediate cricket. And we had 2 teams then. And we came back down from up top in 1992. Because we had a good stint up there against Cable and World to them. But fortunate for me, I never played intermediate cricket. Because I fell in love with the second division team. And I kept playing second division team until I was about 66. I played cricket.
Stefan, you have had a lot of roles at this club. I know you been involved for the better part of at least 2 decades. Tell me a little bit about the different things that you've done while at the Ipswich Club.
Well, I started as a player first. From the age of 11, I played with the older guys, you would say, the Zedley Paynes, my dad, Paddy Halls, and those guys. At that young age, I batted at number 3. Then I graduated. I went on to captain the team at a young age, coach, director, cricket operations, groundsman. So it was a lot.
There was a multiplicity of different roles. Stefan, you're currently the captain of this Ipswich team that has done very well in recent years. You obviously interact with a number of players, both from the community and outside. What are your chances of doing well again in 2024?
Well, I think we have a very good chance to do well this season. We made it to the quarterfinals in the T20. We are in the semi-final of the 40 over. I think we have a very good chance to going on to the final and winning the finals. We have a good group of players. We have the likes of Omar Marshall, who helped us win the T20 a couple of years ago. We have Lorando Bess, who played at the highest level in Barbados. We also have Jamar Lane, Shad Simmons, and those guys. And then we have some younger guys who played at the highest level and are back at the club, like Rashad Armstrong and Orion Francis, who were at Carlton. So we have a good group of guys here.
Those names are one thing, but the community support, I remember getting reports about the hundreds of persons who were here for that recent game. What do you think really drives a community like this to still come out and support a team when they're playing matches here at the Eden Lodge Cricket Ground?
Now being here for a number of years, this is a community that loves this sport. And you may hear the names of Rashad Armstrong, who was at Carlton, but he started here. So, and he lives in Eden Lodge. So he is a homebred player. And it may seem unlikely, but we also get the likes of Shamar Holder training at the club, Rashawn Primus. We have Rohan Nurse, who is a member of the club and plays for the club as well. So that nucleus of international players around the club brings out the community as well.
But you talk about playing up to age 66, but
Yeah.
Errol, I know from the time I was a little boy coming to this Eden Lodge community, I've seen you doing a number of things, not just being on the field. What are some of the other things that really bring you a lot of joy around this entire club?
Let me say, saying that I started that early with the club, and you know you need some person around the community to mentor the others coming along all the time. And after I take a break for about 4 years, I still used to be around the club because I was at the port, right, and I had to be at the port working. So I take a little break for about 4 or 5 years, but then I came back, and from the time I come back, I took the mantle. I was secretary, president, everything in the club. I cook, I do everything for the club here at Eden Lodge. The little youngsters now from Eden Lodge, from the primary school, I took on them over 20 years ago. And we played in the Herman Griffith. And under me, for 10 years, we've never lost a game in the preliminaries. We went to finals once, semi-finals 4 times, and quarterfinals about 6 or 7. So, you know, and I feel happy doing these things because some person had to be in the community. I was involved in football with them. I played for Eden Stars for years in football, and I was around, and I was taking the matter under Carl Williams. We went to St. Lucia, the group, we organized a tour, and we had 2 tours to St. Lucia under Carl's name, right? And we had a good time, but I enjoy working with the people in the community. No 2 ways about it.
That is so wonderful to hear, Errol, because that is a testament to your commitment. But we are close to the Eden Lodge Community Center.
Yeah.
That center, it was soon would have been able to give a lot of young people an opportunity to do a lot of activities. What happens in that particular community center?
At this moment, they have the old people from National Assistance Board. They have lessons, lady trying to keep lessons and things in there. We use the summer camps, we keep summer camps, and that's where the little ones get the opportunity to come on the pass to play. And during the long vacation period, we have summer camps. I keep my summer camp here with cricket with the little youngsters at the pavilion, but that's it out there. We have to use that center as our changing quarters for the cricket too, because our pavilion is so small, we don't want to be bundled up in one area. So we use over there. It's very helpful, but really we would like some assistance to get it better so that we can move on.
Well, my final question today, Errol, this cricket ground, your club, I know as recently as Sunday had a massive following when they had the quarterfinal game, I believe. What do you want for the Midas Magic Ipswich team in terms of success 2024?
Well, I am looking forward to winning the Knockout Cup. And at the moment, we are leading in the intermediate division, and we want to go to the playoffs because we want to go to first division. That's our aim and object in the community. We go to first division. We have a lot of youth from the area that had to go out to play for other things, and we are confident if we get to first division, they'll be back home with us. Names like Jaden Edmond, Shamar Marshall at YMPC, right? Maybe Shaq Parr, he's at UE. But we're looking for these fellas to come back. Ramon Simmons. Yeah, we're looking for these guys to be back home with us because we want to build the community. We really want to see the community flying high.
Well, Errol, I want to commend you for the work that you've done for many decades. You say you started playing for time 1976.
Yeah.
And we just want to wish you and the Ipswich Club all the very best.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. And we're hoping for the best.
As you know, in development of any team, every member has to play its role from captain down to number 11. But the role that your dad, Errol Holder, would have played at this club, you now follow in his footsteps in many regards. What do you really see for the club Ipswich and this community in the lodge, maybe next 2 to 3 years?
Well, the goal right now is to get to first division. Not only to play cricket at that level, but to expose some talent that we have in the community. For the last couple of years, we have put both females and males into the Barbados system. We have, for females, Ebony Buffett, that played under 19 for Barbados at 15 years old. We have Camille Broom, and we have a young captain at Eden Lodge Primary now, Zanaya Bruce. So in the male department, we homegrown Shakir Paris. Blessing is on the 19. He recently had a pretty good CPL for TKR. Ramon Simmons, this was his first club. So for us, it's exposing this talent that we have in the community.
Well, finally, Stefan, I want to wish you and your club the very best going forward, not just in 2024, but certainly beyond, and to try to reach that goal that you mentioned. But what would you want to say about individuals who think that community cricket and community support has dwindled over the last few years?
I think community cricket is back. When you look at Isolation Cavaliers, Lords, you look at Ipswich, Malvern, and those clubs that are community clubs. Community cricket is on the rise, and if we want to impact the sales at Kensington Oval for cricket, we have to bring back cricket in the community and bring it to a higher level. When you look at West Indies cricket, Shamar Joseph came from a distant community, and ticket sales in Guyana will rise because you have someone from a community coming out to play at the international level.
Well, I want to thank you for your time today and want to wish you and the club all the very best in the future.
No problem. Thank you. Thanks for having me.